Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? I'm Jim from the Side Hustle Shuffle on YouTube. You didn't know live is my website. But how you doing? Welcome. We're going live on Amazon, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Facebook groups, Facebook page, I believe. So if you're over on any of those places, come on over to Amazon. Come over to amazon.com /shop/ you didn't know. That's where we are. We're going to have a carousel on the bottom. We're going to go through some products, and we're going to have a discussion. We're going to talk about side hustles. We're going to talk about what do you do or what have you done for side money. If you're a guy and you go golfing, you have that little back pocket that you stick some money in every once in a while, so you got money for golfing, so you can get the golf cart when you go, or whatever, or you can stop and get something to eat, or halfway through, or whatever. You want to always have extra money, or even if it's just to save for date night or whatever, to go out. You're always trying to save a little extra money. Streams of income, multiple streams of income. We need multiple streams of income. One stream of income isn't enough. Things come up. You live within a budget, right? That's the thing. You live within a budget, and then there's nothing extra. Something comes up, or you want to do something. It's not there. It's not there today. People are just not. The salaries aren't catching up to what's going on. What do you think? Where are you? And multiple streams of income. So if you have a young couple, starting a family, and they have two streams of income. Both people are working, right? They start a family. One of them's going to stay home to raise the children. So you're going to lose one stream of income right off the bat. Half your money is gone, right? So who can afford to do that? Who can afford in today society to, lose half your income as a family unit? Because you got to, add everything up as a family unit. So you have two streams of income. Someone's going to stay home, but so the dilemma is they don't stay home. They put the kids in daycare. So now what really gets me angry is daycare costs so much that some of these people are working 40-hour jobs for like $150 a week by the time they've spent gas money and daycare and all this other stuff. And so is it really worth working? And the stress that you're putting yourself under. Wouldn't it be nice to have side hustles on, right? And that's what my YouTube channel is. Side Hustle Shuffle YouTube channel is all about making money online on the side, and different ways people do that. I explore different ways people do that, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's YouTube marketing, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's building a course. There's 100 different ways to make money online, and you just find what works for you, right? We're going to talk about making money when you sleep, passive income. Now, do you believe in passive income? Have you ever heard about passive income? Now, in 2010 is when I started hearing about passive income. I used to do side jobs for money and trade time for money. I'd get off my regular 40-hour-a-week job, and then I would do side jobs, construction, painting, and stuff like that, handyman stuff, and make money. But I was limited to my time because people want you out of their house by 10 o'clock, right? They don't want you to work until 11, 12 o'clock at night. So you're limited. You can only make so much money. But then I found people were making money online, and they could make money over and over again. And they were saying passive income. They never had to work again. So I was like, let me look into this. Sounds a little bit too good to be true, right? So, and I've been burnt before on a lot of different make money schemes over the years, pyramid schemes and stuff. But so let me get this down. Yeah, come on over to Amazon if you're on any of those other places, right? So we trading time for money, and so I saw it online and people were doing this, and I said, I don't think that's real. I don't think it is. So let's check it out. But I still think that they were rented Lamborghinis, they were rented mansions, and they were telling you that you would pick a product and drop ship and everything. And drop shipping people make money on, but you're not making millions of dollars. That what they didn't tell you is that it takes a lot of testing before you get an ad that works, right? And so by the time you get an ad that works, you've spent thousands of dollars, and most people aren't going to want to spend thousands of dollars to test ads. So people just throw, they say $5 a day ads out there, and people just lose money all over the place because they're listening to these gurus. But if you have money to spend and you watch the analytics and you make adjustments in the print, then you have a chance to make some money. But for the most part, most people aren't making money that way. But then I found out what passive income really was. Passive income is doing something today, like writing a book. You write a book, right? You write a book, and it goes out into the bookstores and now on Amazon, right? And it goes out on the internet, and people buy it over and over again through the future. You wrote the book one time, and people can buy it 5 years from now, 10 years from now. J.K. Rowling is selling books today that she wrote 10 years ago, 20 years ago maybe. and they're getting royalty checks. That's passive income, right? Actors get passive income from, appearances they make on movies and stuff like that. It's the same thing, kind of royalty checks, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm cloning myself on YouTube, okay? And every time I make a video, I clone myself. It goes out there. Now I could be sleeping, I could be at the beach, I could be on vacation, I could be with my family, and this video is on the internet and can be watched by people. And there's an affiliate link. If they click the link and go through, they can I can earn a commission, right? So we're going to touch on that in a little while, but that's basically the graduation out of it. When I started, it was very hard for me because it was, trading time for money. So what are some of the things that you did for money on the side back in the day? Like I always was, let me see, one of the things I did, lawn care. Okay. So, when I was a teenager, I had a lawn care little business. You have a lawnmower and a blower and you're in business, right? And you can walk around the neighborhood and do people's lawns and make, back then it was 20, $50 a lawn. And, not too bad. And you would make money and then you could take that money and invest it in other things, right? So, the crazy ways people make money, but you got to be a hustler, right? So then, they told you when you were a kid, you could be anything you want to be when you grow up. Do you remember that? They said you could be anything you want to be when you grow up. And then they told you, study real hard, get a good job. I mean, study real hard, go to a good school, get a good job. That's the goal in life. What happened to be whatever you want to be, right? Be whatever you want to be. Follow your passion. People are following their passion on YouTube. They're creating YouTube channels. Here's the thing. There's the Lego guy, right? I always say the Lego guy. The Lego guy makes the Legos. He buys the Lego set, right? He films himself making the Lego set. He makes a video, and in the link, he puts a link in the description of the video to Amazon, right? And when people go to Amazon and buy that any of the stuff, he gets a commission, and that's how people make money. Using Amazon affiliate, there's all different ways, but that's one way. Again, Side Hustle Shuffle is the YouTube channel, and it does have a bunch of videos and different methods and different ways. But this is my favorite beverage. Okay, what's your favorite beverage? What are you drinking right now? I'm drinking Death Wish coffee. Give me a minute. Death Wish coffee is the strongest coffee, and this is the funny thing about a strong coffee. It's not bitter, right? It's most coffees, most strong coffees, extra caffeine coffees have a bitter bang aftertaste to them, right? This does not. This has the smoothest taste. I love this coffee. I'm the Java junkie. I'm the Java junkie. I drink coffee all day long. The crappiest coffee, I'll drink the crappiest coffee. I search for the best coffee, and I live for this Death Wish coffee. It's the greatest. Now I go back to 2015 with Death Wish coffee. They were a local company. They are a local company in Ballston Spa, New York, and they won a contest to have a Super Bowl ad back in 2015. And you have a Super Bowl party, and everybody's excited because there's a local company having a commercial, and it's a coffee company, and they're the world's strongest coffee, right? Pretty cool, and turns out they can back it up. It's a great coffee. And so you get a Super Bowl commercial for free, and you get a product that's pretty good, and you're going to skyrocket. So this company is like nationwide, and you can get it on Amazon, or delivered automatically. And so every once in a while they have sales on. They just had a sale last week, Memorial Day, but there's such a cult following to this coffee, all right, that there's Facebook groups, they have mugs, they have shirts, they have motorcycle jackets and all kinds of leather and all kinds of stuff like that. This is one of their cups here. I can turn it around. It's got Death Wish coffee on it. This is the Pineapple Express. Pretty cool mug. And you can go on the website, you can go on Facebook groups, and you can see everybody has mugs and everybody shows them, and it's pretty cool. But Death Wish coffee, it tastes really good. And I get the K cups all the time because the K cups are already measured. So you get a pre-measured portion of coffee, so you're getting the best cup. And of course, I do have grounds, and I have an instant coffee. I have an instant pour-over cup that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video on probably this week where you just pour hot water into the cup, and it's like a cone or something, and pretty cool. I'm going to show you in next week. But getting back to it, crazy things that you've done for money. What have you done for crazy? What crazy thing have you done for money? I would say to you that working a 40-hour-a-week job that you hate is the craziest thing you could do for money. You know, do you love your job? I happen to like my day job. I really do. I enjoy going. I get up in the morning. I enjoy my job, but I enjoy not working just as much, right? But if you're doing something that you're not happy doing just because you're bringing home a paycheck, the paycheck is the drug they gave you to give up your dreams. Okay. So they gave you this drug, the paycheck, and you're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. So you gave up your dreams. So you don't have dreams anymore because now you're working on that paycheck. Right. So whether you want it to be whatever you want it to be when you grew up, right? Whether it was a tennis star or who knows what it is with you. Maybe you were an expert collector of something, or maybe you were an expert wood maker of something, and you could start a YouTube channel on how to do that. And then all the items and tools that you use, if you're a woodworker, all the tools that you use, you could put links in the description and people click through. Now, here's the thing about Amazon. Amazon has what's called a cookie, and you get tagged. So when they click your link and go to Amazon, they get tagged to you. So for 24 hours, anything they buy, you get a commission on. So if they go to Amazon through your link and decide to buy their groceries and a gift for Uncle Joe and maybe some grass seed and maybe some diapers, because that's what people do at Amazon, and they start jamming up their cart, and then all of a sudden Amazon is always suggesting stuff. People that bought this also bought this and this, and all of a sudden their cart gets full, and you get these commissions on all these other items, right? Pretty cool deal, actually, to be an Amazon associate. And go to you didn't know. Go to you didn't know.live. You didn't know.live is my website. You can sign up for my email list, and you can get all this information. You can go to the YouTube channel, Side Hustle Shuffle, and check it out. It has all those videos on all different ways to make money online. And I'm telling you, everybody needs a side hustle. I always had trading time for money. I was always trading time for money. One of the other things was when I was really young, my dog's going to bark. People come in and out of the house, and he's going to bark, and I'm not going to try not to get upset about it. It's live. This is live, and this is what happens when you're live. When I was really young, there was a supermarket around the corner from my house, and they had railings around it where people couldn't push the carts out to the cars. So you would have to carry your groceries to the car or pull the car up and then load the car. So I would stand there and hustle and put the groceries in the car for people and walk them to the car, and people would tip me. I would work totally on tips, and I was a teenager. I was young. I wasn't a teenager. I was maybe 13, 12 maybe, and that's how I got my money to buy baseball cards. And I was always a hustler as a kid, and then you went to school and you kind of lose that drive, because school does not prepare you to be an entrepreneur. School doesn't prepare you to run your own business. Doesn't even gear you in that direction. They don't even make it sound like it's possible. So I don't know where that idea comes from. It comes from somebody, but I don't know where it comes from. But it don't come from school. So, but everybody has that. What do you want to be when you grow up? They have that drive in them. And I think it gets squashed in school. What do you think? I think it gets squashed in school because they're trying to, make you follow deadlines, make you work under pressure, make you follow orders, and that's what an employee is. And they're trying to make the ideal employee, and they're pushing you out through the school system, right? Now, I'm not saying school's bad. You need school for some things, right? But there's a lot of people that go to college and spend all this money on degrees, and they go to a job somewhere, and maybe a good job even, and that job trains them and sticks them in a cubicle. So if you're going to train me, why did I go to 15 years of school and spend $100,000 if you're going to train me and stick me in a cubicle? That's my opinion. The next item in the carousel down here is a security camera. This thing was sent to me for free. All right. Now, this a plus about being a content creator, about being an influencer, is brands send you things for free to review, and this is one of the things they sent. Now, I got a video that I'm going to play for you. Let me see now if I share the screen, and I go over here, and the security camera. All right. Oh, they don't want the music. All right. So there's the security camera. Comes in the box. Of course, it always comes in a box. This thing was real easy to set up, and it was Wi-Fi solar. So the solar panel went onto the house, pretty easy. You'll see the whole operation takes me like 20 minutes to put together. Um, like 3 trips up the ladder. I got wood trim in my house, so I didn't have to worry about putting any anchors in. So I just, put it up where I wanted it, and it was pretty easy. And this thing, I get email alerts when it's motion detecting, and I can move it and I can speak through. It's got an intercom. I really love this thing, and I use it all the time. When my kids are leaving the house, I say goodbye to them when I'm at work. It's pretty cool. And it's got 360 motion. It turns all the way around, and you'll see that in a few minutes. Now, so I make these videos, okay, and then I put the link to these into the bottom of the video, and people watch the video. They say, "Oh, this looks like a good item," and when they decide to buy it, I get a commission, and that's the way that you make money online. And I tell you what, it's it beats regrouting bathrooms and painting apartments and all that other kind of stuff I used to do. I used to paint apartments on the weekends, and again, trading time for money. There was only so much time you had, you know. So this thing, I made it. It's on the internet. Now it has the potential to earn me money over and over again in the future, today, tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, 5 months from now, 2 years from now, and on the YouTube channel. You do 2 or 3 of these a week, and in 5 years you've got 500 videos, 800 videos going on, and they're all working for you. Passive income. They're clones of you out there on the internet making money while you sleep. You're making money while you sleep. So there it is, the camera. Pretty cool. Solar. The solar panel tells you which way to tilt it depending on where you are. You know. And we'll go to the next slide, and it's going to show you. Now, this is the app on the phone. You see me walking out there onto the lawn, and I can move the camera, and I can adjust it. And wherever I am, I'm like 50 miles away from the house, and I'm checking out my lawn. The guys were doing the lawn the other day, and I was moving the camera around, checking them out. And I can check out my work truck, and I can check out my everything, and I can also talk with there's an intercom, and I can talk. Pretty cool. I like it. I'm very happy with this item, and I'm gonna, give it a thumbs up. As far as, and again, like I said, it was sent to me for free to review, and I mean, I deal with the Ring doorbells all day long in my day job, and okay, we'll stop sharing that now. And they're pretty cool, but if you're not by the phone and you don't have the app turned on, then people don't answer the phone all the time. But so that's the solar security camera. So crazy things you do for money, right? What was the craziest thing you ever did for money? When I first got out of the service, I didn't have a job when I got out of the service, and so my father got me a gig at his company. He worked for Drake's Cakes, Drake Bakery for Borden, and there was a supermarket grand opening, and they needed somebody to be the Drake's Duck, which was a big, big duck costume with a big head and a big beak out here, and orange leotards and a big butt hanging out the back. And I walked around for 4 hours in this thing, and people people were handing me babies to hold, and kids were kissing my beak, and I'm walking around holding kids, and it was a crazy way to make money. But it was fun, and it was, I only did it the one time, and because I was filling in for somebody. But that crazy things people do to make money. You always need extra money at the end of the month. Whether you're that guy that goes golfing and I want to get the cart this week, so I need an extra 30, $50. I want to stop and get that, beverage or whatever, right? So not for nothing, you always need a little extra money. Side hustles are where it's at, and multiple streams of income come in. And when they start paying bills, all right, when you turn around and say, well, this side hustle makes $200 this month, and that covers the cable bill, and this side hustle makes $1,000, and that covers the mortgage, and this side hustle makes this, and this side hustle makes that. Before you know it, all your expenses start to get covered, and life starts to get really good. So the next thing I have in the carousel is the Catchy Indoor Insect Trap. This was also sent to me for free. Now, the Catchy Insect Trap is a pretty cool idea. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can find out where it is here. There it is. So there's the Catchy. So we're going to play it. We're going to mute it. Okay. So it's got an infrared light on it and a fan, right? So the infrared light attracts them. You put it in like a dark area of the room, and it's a USB cord, so you can plug it into the wall, and the blue light goes on, draws them in, the fan sucks them down, and there's a glue board that they stick to, right? And the glue board goes right under there. Yep. The thing works pretty good. You know, I have it in a couple of places, and I'm getting good feedback on this thing. And again, it was sent to me for free to review. You got to plug it in. You got to plug it in, stupid. There you go. You know, it needs it needs power to work, right? And then you turn it on, the blue light goes on. There it is. And the fan goes on, and it pulls them right down. And it comes with some glue boards, and I got glue boards in the carousel as well, insect traps. Okay, pretty good. Now, you know, I'm not sure how often you would want to change those, but you know, every couple of days I would think you would need to change those. But you know, you put it in a dark corner so the blue light works really well, and it'll attract all your mosquitoes into that. And yeah, it works really good. And I tell you what, I'm selling a lot of these things. They're selling. It's really it's a good hot new item. It's a good hot new item. Okay. So what else? Handyman. I was always doing handyman work. You know, coming home from work and going back out and regrouting bathrooms, hanging pictures, putting furniture together. Maybe building something, or maybe fixing a hole. Maybe like I said, painting. Right. And who knows what else? Whatever came up, I would do. Right. It could be could be anything. But again, trading time for money, and passive income is real, and it's not never having to work again. And that's the thing. People think passive income is I never have to work again. I'm going to sit on the beach the rest of my life and never work again. And that's not what passive income is. What passive income is, you do an effort today. You do an effort today, and that effort has the potential to earn you money over and over again in the future. Okay? Now that's crazy because and you do it with any kind of content on the internet. Okay? You put it out today, it's out there, it's searchable. You itemize, you optimize it for search. People find it. They could find it 5 years from now. It's on the internet. It's on YouTube. It's on whatever it is, right? It's out there, and they click through your links, and you're going to get a commission. It's a pretty cool way to make money, and it doesn't take a lot of time to make. That's a 30-second video, at most a minute, right? It takes me about an hour to film it, edit it, and get it uploaded. Okay, so you be the judge if it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. The Victrola 8-in-1 is another item that I'm selling a lot of. This thing is pretty cool. It was funny because everybody was getting rid of their turntables, and now everybody's getting their turntables back. And this is one that is vintage looking, so everybody's really going and getting this. But this video stinks, by the way.
One of them fell out.
All right, so
Yeah, because I put them in.
you can program it to radio,
Yep.
fashion radio, phonograph, auxiliary, CD, tape, FM. So it's all there. It's all there on one little thing, and it looks like a vintage type, talking in the video. But that's it, and it's a pretty cool little item in the room. You know what I mean? I really like that way it looks in the room. It makes it kind of look, like I said, vintage, man. And that's the way things used to look when I was a kid. And not like it's so funny how things went to CD, and now everything's going back, to records. Everybody wants the records. A pretty good item, that is. That's a pretty good item. And that wasn't sent to me for free. That was something that we bought because we wanted to play records, and it's down. The kids use it all the time. That was coffee. I gotta love it. I'm the Java junkie. I really am. I'm going to drink coffee up until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night before I go to bed. And I'll be getting up in the morning, and I'll be drinking coffee all day. I've been sick, and I don't know if you can notice it, but I've been sick for a couple of days. I took COVID tests, negative. Went to the doctor, took a COVID test, got the result back today, negative. Allergies is what it is what it is. And so I'm taking the Mucinex to dry it up. But if I start coughing, and I may have to go. So collecting scrap metal that's the next thing I used to do for money. So I was a handyman. It was my job, and I would upgrade plumbing in apartment complexes. So I would take all the plumbing out, and I would save all the metal, and I would once a month go to the scrap yard and drop off all the metal, the brass, the copper, and all of that, and I would get good amount of money, and it covered my gas money. It covered my gas money for the month, driving back and forth to work, driving around wherever I was going. And that, like I said, you get these side hustles to cover your expenses. That's the way you got to think about these things, because then it's making your life easier. You can see the results of it. Okay, because a lot of times, you do a job, you get a tip, you put it in your pocket, you spend it that night, you never see it, and as far as you don't get a chance to save it, right? That's a problem. That's a problem. The next item I got here is the MegaWise 2500 amp jump starter. They sent this to me for free, but I love this thing. This thing is a problem solver. So you've ever left your radio and running too long in the car, or your lights on and your battery died, and then you got to ask that creepy guy in the parking lot, for cables, or if you have your own cables, you still got to ask him for a jump start. This is the MegaWise jump starter. It's basically a power bank. Has the jumper cables right in it, right? So you can start your own car, and it's also got USB ports in it. It's got USB ports in it, so that you can, charge your phone, play your speaker. Like if you go to the beach or you go to the park and you need a power source for something, or you want to charge your laptop, or your iPhone, or whatever, your iPad. This thing, you leave this in your trunk. This is a lifesaver. You put this in your with your flares and all your stuff for emergencies, for your emergency kit, right? You put it in your emergency kit, and this is something that you take with you everywhere. And MegaWise makes really good stuff. This is a very, very, very solid built stuff, and you're going to see some of the other things that they have here that I love. They sent me stuff, a couple of things, and that's, again, once you start making these videos, brands reach out to you and they start sending you items to review. So you're getting the items for free. Sometimes you're getting paid to do the videos. Sometimes, of course, you're making money with the affiliate links, and you put them. You could put them on YouTube. You could put them on Pinterest. You could put them on Instagram. You could put them on TikTok, and it gets crazy. It really gets crazy, because the problem is, most people that start in 90 days, this doesn't work. I'm out. 90 days. I've had enough. This doesn't work. Give it 5 years. Are you going to stick with it 3 to 5 years? Because that's what it's going to take to get that volume of work together, okay, out there. And then you're going to start seeing results, right? You're going to see results sooner. Like, I don't know. I don't want to share my results just yet, because first of all, Amazon don't like it. And second of all, I don't like it. So MegaWise also sent me this thing. It's you've seen the crazes on these massagers, these pulsating cordless massagers, but they don't have what this has. This thing is great. First of all, it's corded, so it's powered all the time. Doesn't ever run out of batteries, because you got to plug it into the wall, which is fine with me, because I'm not going to be walking around the street with I don't need a cordless massager. Now that thing, you can't reach your back. Look at this handle. Ergonomic handle. I can get all the way down my back with this, all the way around the side with this. Okay, they really thought about this, and the head screws right off. No crazy snaps, no crazy thing to break. Screws right on. They have like 5 or 6 different heads, finger heads and everything, and it's got different settings on here, high and low. And listen. This is not a cheap piece of plastic. This is I wish you could feel this thing. It's pretty cool. I love it. I use it every day. I use it on my shoulders, my thighs, my back, my neck. And it reaches all those spots without a problem. If you see those other pulsating ones, that you can't do your neck and your back with that. I don't know. But MegaWise, great company. Facebook Marketplace. Before I get to Facebook Marketplace, one of the crazy ways that I made money was retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is basically drop shipping. I don't know if you know. When you don't know what drop shipping is, retail arbitrage is buying something from one place and selling it someplace else. But it's retail stores. So what I was doing was I was buying stuff at Walmart and selling it on eBay. So what I would do is one of my favorite items was a cubic zirconia earrings that Walmart sold for $9.99. So I would take a picture of, download the picture, cut in whatever, screenshot or whatever, and post it on eBay for $25.99, $29.99, whatever. They'd buy it from me on eBay, send me $29.99. I would go to Walmart, I would buy it for $9.99, and then Walmart would ship it to the guy. I would put his address in instead of mine, and Walmart would ship it to him. He would get the item. He would even get the return slip, right? So it was all set, and I would get the difference, which was a couple of bucks. But you do that in volume, right? So you do that with 20 items a day, 50 items a day, making $5 to $10 an item, and it starts to and then of course it gets more and more and more and more. But the problem that I was doing that basically from August through November, and during Christmas time it was working really well because everybody's buying and selling, and it was a busy time. It's fourth quarter, and but the customer service part about it I didn't like, because people was always, "Where's my package? I didn't like it. This isn't what I wanted. It's broken." And so then, I mean, not that it was a hassle, because all you had to do was file for a return, and it was no big deal. It was just logistics. It was more work for you. So, I mean, it got to be a lot more work than it was worth for me. And, and people, when they got that big, were hiring virtual assistants from the Philippines and stuff like that to take over and do it for them. But it really wasn't for me. And then my eBay account got suspended for other reasons, and I just gave up on that because it was just too much of a hassle, and I didn't like the customer service part about it. I much prefer passive income and affiliate marketing and using Amazon and YouTube, and we're going to talk about that towards the end. I've been talking about it the whole time, but Megawise also sent me this air freshener. It's not an air freshener. It's a air purifier, a room air purifier, and I'm going to share the screen for it. I mean, this thing is
This is the Megawise air purifier.
let me tell you
noise
about it.
level, smart auto mode, 3-stage filter system. Got a HEPA filter. It's got settings. You can set it for 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours, or continuous.
I got it on continuous most of the time, and colors on the bottom. It goes red when the air is dirty, when it goes on, and green when the air
It's
is
pretty
good.
quiet. Doesn't really, you can't really hear it on the video. You can hear it when you're right there, but it's pretty quiet. There it is. That's
But everybody
high speed.
needs these things in their house these days with the air quality. Your house is hooked up so tight.
The filter just unscrews.
There's no
It
air
locks
flow.
in. The filter's in there.
So you're getting no fresh air in your house ever.
Easy to change. There's a light to let you know when the filter's dirty. Usually says about 90 days, and it just snaps back in. And the lights on the bottom indicate the air quality.
I said that already.
It goes from green to red.
So the Megawise air purifier, I use it in the bedroom, and what happened here? How come that didn't? Whatever. There it went off. And I definitely noticed a difference in the room. Definitely noticed a difference in the air quality. But the houses today are airtight. They make them airtight. You want to insulate them so that you don't get drafts and you don't get heat loss and air conditioning loss. But what that does is it seals you in. So any kind of odors, any kind of dander, any kind of pets, any kind of if someone smokes, or who smokes, or whatever they're doing, that just regular dust, right? And you got to clean the air because you're breathing that stuff in. So that was sent to me by MegaWise to review. And I like MegaWise as a company. I like them a lot, and I'm going to keep working with them. One of the things that I use that I bought for myself, this one's on sale, and you can't get a better deal than this. It's under 20 bucks. It's a full motion TV monitor mount, right? TV mount. And let me see where I have that. Oh, I have it down here. Okay. It just takes it. All right. Do-doom, doom, do-doom, doom. All right. I'm sorry. I'm a one-man show, and it takes sometimes a few clicks to get going here. So there it is. Ba-doom, ba-ba-doom, boom. All right, so we'll mute that. So you can see it's got two like elbows on it, and it can turn full motion both ways, spins all the way around. So when I'm sitting up on the upper deck, I can turn it around this way and watch the game and whatever I'm watching, right? And when I'm down on the lower deck where I got the barbecue, I can spin it around and see whatever's going on there. And here it is from the other side. So there it is on the deck side, and then I'm turning it around and for here, and I can also turn it all the way around to go to the other side like that, right? This thing is pretty cool. I mean, the size of the TV, of course, you got to go with the size of the TV. I'm thinking this was like, I'm not sure what size this TV is, but you know, you got to look at the, and of course, they have bigger ones if you need a bigger TV. The same model has bigger ones, but I'm very happy with this. I use it, and then if you need one, it's really worth using. And it's $20. I mean, these things were expensive when I first got started getting them, and I thought this was going to be like a cheaply made one, but it's really good. I got it outside, and you know, wind, rain, snow, all that stuff, and it's still out there. It's good, no problems. Of course, it's getting that time of the year where you're going out and spend a lot of time outside, and the Endless Summer 30-inch fire thingamathing. This thing is awesome. I'm going to share the screen here, and we're going to look at it. Maybe I'm not. I'll tell you what. Let me look over here. There it is.
This is the Endless Summer 30-inch fire pit with the blue glass
What's
stones.
that?
This was pretty easy to put together. Took me about 20 minutes. Down here, you open the door. The gas is down here. Easy barbecue style hookup.
All right, what's going on here? Let's do it. Let's try this again. Share the screen. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. No, I don't have it there. Okay. What if I shared this one? I don't know what's going on. Give me a second. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. So this is my YouTube channel, or one of my YouTube channels, I should say. Now, what you do is you're making videos, and then in the description you're putting affiliate links, right? So we're going to go down to where I have the Endless Summer video. It's got 610 views. Not a lot. Modest. Okay?
How to escape the
We're
heat
gonna
if you don't have an air
mute
conditioner.
this because now here's another bonus. You're getting paid ad revenue for the ads that play on your videos as well when you got a YouTube channel. So this is the Endless Summer blue fiberglass. I like the blue fiberglass. I think it adds character to it. And it's real simple to put together. It took me about 20 minutes to put it together. A couple of screws, came flat in a box. All four sides. You put it together, and the barbecue propane, same way to hook it up, and it turns on kind of like your hot water heater turns on, where you gotta heat up the thermal coupling and then hit the igniter and it snaps on. But the instructions are right here on the door, and it's real easy to do. And what I really like about it is when the fire is done at the end of the night, you don't have to worry about that the fire's hot or fire's not out. You just turn it off and look at it at night. All right, and we use this thing a lot. Gas lasts, and really cool. You can toast marshmallows on it. Good evening. Yeah, I am from New York. Hey, Christina, how are you? Yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, you can't beat that mount for $20. That's a really crazy price. So that's the Fireglass. I love this thing, right? It's just an awesome item to have in the yard. The kids come around, and then everybody gets tired of it. You turn it off. It's not like you lit a fire and now you're stuck with a fire. That's what I really like about it, because you know how the kids just get sidetracked, and now they want to go off and do something else. Oh, we're gonna play manhunt now, and they're gone. Right? You got a fire in the yard. But, and of course, you got the replacement fireplace. If you have one of those and you like the blue fireglass, just get the glass and change the glass. Pretty cool. So, passive income, okay? So, passive income is doing something today, right? Doing something today, and that effort that you did today has the potential to earn you money over and over again in the future, forever and ever and ever and ever, right? And it's real. It's cloning yourself. You've made that video and you've cloned yourself, and it's out there working for you while you're out with your kids. You're at the baseball game. You're doing whatever you want to do. You're sleeping, right? You can be sleeping, and you're making money. All right. You can't beat that. You really can't beat that. And again, you're solving people's problems, because I'm not going too deep into it, because if you go to the YouTube channel Side Hustle Shuffle, it'll tell you about how to really get into it. Or if you really want to know, I can go to youdidn'tknow.live, and I'll give you an ebook that I wrote on how to be an influencer, and how to get started, and what does it take, and what do you need, and how to figure out what niche is for you, and doing what you love what you're doing, and making a full-time income. It's a pretty good deal, right? It's a pretty good deal. So you go to youdidn'tknow.live and sign up for the and get the book for free. Pretty cool. I'm selling it on Amazon, but don't go to Amazon and buy it. Go and get it for free on the website, okay? But then you start making these content, and you put it on the internet. You put it on a YouTube channel, let's say, and you do 2 or 3 videos a week, right? By the end of 3 to 5 years, you have such a volume of work that it's coming in, and it's real stuff, because it could be taking care of your mortgage, it could be taking care of your car payment, it could be saving money for your college, for your kids. You start knocking off these expenses with side hustles, income streams. Okay, you start I'm going to go deep, a sales funnel for an affiliate product, right? And that thing is a campaign, and that'll earn money, and that's just one income stream. And then you set that up, and then you can start something else, and then you can start something else, and then you can start something else. And then, go to the YouTube channel and see, because the thing is, everything works. People make money online doing 100 different million things, okay? What works for you, you have to figure out what's best for you, and only you know that. And the reason I started the YouTube channel in the first place was because I knew I was going to be exploring all the ways, and I have a little bit of ADD. I don't sit still too long. They told me I had ants in the pants when I was a kid, and so I said, I'll just make the YouTube channel. I'll figure everything out. I'll get people started, and I'll show them how people get started, and they can get started, and they can go on from there, right? And that's what I do. I make videos on how to get started doing different methods, right? And then you can get started if it's for you. If it starts working for you, you can dig deeper into it, right? But again, the shiny object syndrome always held me back, because I was always jumping around. 90 days is about as long as anybody's going to commit to anything nowadays. The attention span is small. So 90 days, people are going to turn around and they're going to be off doing something else. And they're going to say, this doesn't work. And I'm telling you flat out right now, no guru bullshit, okay? It's going to take you 3 to 5 years. Are people going to make it right away? Yes. Okay. Nobody knows why. Some people take off and you don't know why. All right. Some people do everything right and don't take off. You don't know why. Right. But it happens. But if you do and learn and keep going and stay consistent for a good period of time, 3 to 5 years, you'll start seeing income. I'm doing this since 2010. Right. I started seeing consistent income after about 5 years and serious income recently, right? So it's not something that happens overnight. Okay, it takes time, and there's a lot of skills to learn along the way. You have to learn how to use a camera. You have to learn how to edit. You have to learn how to use lighting. You have to learn how to, so much stuff. And then that's the front end. Then you got the back end where you got to learn how to, optimize for search, and you got to, please. There's so much stuff, but it beats doing a 40-hour-a-week job. What's the craziest thing you can do for money? A 40-hour-a-week job that you don't love, right? So what do you do for side money? What do you do for side money? Anything? Do you do something for side money? We can go back to the Death Wish coffee. Death Wish coffee is the greatest coffee, I tell you. So I'm living right now in the Lake George region, upstate New York. I'm originally from Queens, New York. I used to look out my window and see Shea Stadium. Big Met fan, as you can see. But we moved upstate back in 2006, and been up here ever since. Love it up here. Mountains, lakes. It's like a postcard everywhere you look, and of course the winters aren't the greatest. It's gray up here in the wintertime. It's so gray, but I'm not gonna go there. Everybody lives where they live. But Death Wish Coffee, they're a local company for me. They're in the Boston Spa area, which is not too far from me, about 40 minutes from me, or Boston Lake, I think they are. And they won the Super Bowl commercial contest. They won a Super Bowl commercial contest back in I think it was 2015, and they made a Super Bowl commercial, and the company took off. Now they're everywhere, and they have crazy fanatical groups on Facebook, and they have crazy fanatical groups everywhere, and they have merch. This is the Pineapple Express mug that I bought. Pretty cool mug. They have all kinds of gear, vests, hats, shirts, everything. Tumblers, different things. And I tell you, it's the greatest coffee in the world. I'm the Java junkie. I ought to know. I go and I drink coffee all day long. I probably have about 15 K-Cups a day. All right. I buy a box of K-Cups almost every day. And of course, I drink some water too. Crazy things that I've done for money that I haven't talked about. Drop shipping. Okay, we were talking about drop shipping a little bit, where what people were doing was they were using Facebook ads and drop shipping. So they would put an ad on Facebook, similar to the cubic zirconia earring. So they would put an ad on Facebook for a jewelry, and you'd buy it, but they would buy it from China and ship it to you from China. And that's drop shipping. So they don't own the item. They don't have the item. They just put a picture on Facebook ad, and you buy it, and you send them money. They take your money, and they go and spend 50 cents on a ring, and they send you the ring for 50 cents. But you paid $29.99 for it, right? And that's drop shipping. A lot of products are good products, but a lot of products are bad products. I know. The Mucinex is making me a little dopey, I think. But I tell you, Saturday, my eyes were running, my nose was running, I was coughing, I had my chest, I was so bad, I thought I had COVID. Well, it started Wednesday. I took a COVID test Wednesday, took a COVID test Friday, went to the doctor Saturday, took flu tests and COVID tests, all negative. So they pretty much sure that it's allergies. And if you were up here, you would see the air is yellow from the freaking pollen. It's just unreal. Everything is covered in pollen. And So that's what it must be. So the Mucinex has got me a little dopey. I feel like I'm running at half speed. So if the stream was bad today, I'm very sorry. But we're gonna probably cut it short if unless anybody has any other questions. But passive income is real, people. Passive income is real. It's not never having to work again. It's doing something today, putting forth an effort, and that effort has the potential to earn you money in the future, today, tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, a year from now, right? As long as that item is for sale. So, can you teach a beginner to be a novice? Can you take a beginner in whatever it is that you do and make them a novice? If you can, start a YouTube channel and show people how to do it. This is, there's a snag in the road, no matter what activity it is, cooking, a sport, a game, an activity, no matter what it is, right? There's a snag. A beginner gets to a point and it gets hard and they quit, right? Half of them say, this is too hard for me, I quit. If you can figure out what that is, right? You figure out what that is and you make a video on solving that problem. You've just become a guru. Okay, you've solved people's problems. Now they're going to look to you for answers in the future. You've taken a beginner and you've made him a novice. And now he's going to look to you as an influencer, as an authority in the niche because you know what you're doing. You help them, right? And that's as easy as it is. You're a problem solver. All you're doing is solving people's problems. That's all you're doing, right? You're solving people's problems. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Marketing is about, it's this basic. Find an audience, find out what problem they're having, and offer them a solution. If you can do that, you're going to make money online. It's crazy. It really is. We go live every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I almost didn't go live today because I wasn't sure how I was going to be with the Mucinex. Muscled through it. It's almost an hour. I don't think I'm going to make quite an hour. But I usually go a little longer than an hour. So it's not too bad. People are making money on Facebook Marketplace as well now because they're instead of having garage sales, they're doing it on Facebook Marketplace and selling all their stuff and making good money. Not only that, they're going to garage sales and they're doing the Gary V where they're finding rare items that are being sold on eBay and Facebook Marketplace for more. So all you got to do is look it up. So you see this little Hummel figurine and you look it up online. They're selling it for $1 in the garage sale, but meanwhile it's being sold for $40 on eBay. You buy it for $1, you put it on eBay for $35. It's a done deal, right? So come by Tuesdays, 8 o'clock. Go to youdidn'tknow.live, okay? Sign up for the email list. You'll get a book, okay? The book is How to Be an Influencer. And what does it take to be an influencer? It's going to have a sheet in a worksheet that's going to walk you through what you should make your YouTube channel about. It's going to, what do you love to do? What drives you? What do you get up in the morning and want to do? What would you rather do than anything else? What do you make plans to do, right? That thing. What are you good at? Okay. So have you had training in something? Have you been doing something all your life? Did your grandfather teach you how to do something? Did your grandmother teach you how to do something? Something you've been trained in. And then a problem. You find a problem. Remember I told you you're a problem solver. So you take those three things and you're going to meld them together and you're going to figure out what your niche is, what is your passion. That's what it is. Follow your passion. What is your passion? The passion economy is real, people. It's real. People are following their passion, doing what they love, making a full-time income. It's real, right? When kids are asked today in school, what do you want to be when you grow up? They're saying an influencer. Right? They're saying an influencer. They're not saying an astronaut. They're not saying, well, I don't know if I used to say baseball player, movie star, right? Those were like unattainable things. Only one in a million became a movie star. Only one in a million became a rock star. Only one in a million became a baseball player. Anybody can be a content creator. Anybody can be an influencer. All you got to do is solve problems. I'm going to try and wrap a number around it for you. Okay? If you have 100 people, let me see if I can pull up a calculator here. Okay. 100 people. And you start a group, okay, and you charge them $30 a month to come to your group. You're going to meet on Sundays for 1 hour on a Zoom call, right? A private Zoom call. 100 people. You're going to charge them $30 for whatever your niche is. But let's say it's investments. Let's say that they're going to come to you and you're going to give them, these are my 3 hot tips for the week, right? They're going to come every Sunday. You're going to talk to them for an hour. So 1 hour a week, they're going to give you $30. That's $3,000, right? And you times that by 12 for a year, $36,000 a year from 100 people and 1 hour work a week. Okay? 100 people and 1 hour of work a week. It's attainable. Okay? It's not a million subscribers, 500,000, and those 100, you can say that that's wrong. I'm telling you it's not. So somebody has 1,000 followers, but they have 100 diehards. They have 100 people that like their comments, that like their stuff and comment on all their stuff. Those 100 people are the ones. They're your diehards, not the 1,000, not the 10,000, not the 100,000. The big number doesn't matter. It's who's the engagement matters. Who's engaging? How many people engage? Okay, how many people engage? Hey. We're going to go, okay? 58 minutes and counting. So come see us next Tuesday, okay? And I promise I'll feel better. We're gonna talk more side hustles, and I'll see you then.